Hello, good morning. The next topic is ledger posting and trial balance. The chapter objectives are explain the role of ledger in recording business transaction, understand the meaning and rules of posting, understand the meaning and objectives of preparing a trial balance, understand how to make posting and preparing a trial balance, explain the importance of voucher system. Ledger is a book that contains a set of accounts. It organizes the transaction recorded in journal under their respective accounts heads. Two forms of ledger are there, bound ledger and loose leaf ledger. This is the format cash account. There will be two sides, debit side and credit side. The right hand side is a credit side and the left hand side is a debit side. There will be a date, particulars, ledger folio and amount. Date, particulars, ledger folio and amount. Posting. Posting is basically the process of transferring the journal entry to their corresponding accounts in ledger. During posting, the name of account in the journal should be matched with the name of the account in the ledger. That means cash journal entries will be transferred to the cash ledger only. Capital journal entries will be transferred to the capital ledger only. Posting should be completed before the financial statements are prepared. Active accounts such as cash account and personal accounts of various parties should be posted on daily basis. Methods of posting. Methods of posting are: consider a particular site say debit and make complete posting of all debit entries from journal to ledger. Then make complete posting of all the credit entries. Consider a particular account and post all the debit and credit entry related to that account appearing on a particular page of the journal. Then consider another account and perform the method repeatedly. Consider a journal entry and complete its posting, then proceed with the next journal entry. Now, relationship between journal and ledger. Transactions are first recorded in journal and then in the ledger. Journal recorded transactions in chronological order of date, whereas ledger transactions in analytical order. Journal is more reliable than ledger because transactions are recorded in journal from where the ledgers are made. Journal are more reliable because the first entries are made in journal, then it is made in the ledger. The rules of posting. Open separate account in ledger for posting transaction related to different account in the journal. For a particular entry in the journal, the account corresponding to the debit entry should be debited in the ledger under the account that corresponds to the credit entry. For example, cash account debited to capital account. In the cash ledger, in the debit side, it will become to capital account. For a particular entry in the journal, the account corresponding to the credit entry should be credited in the journal account under the account that corresponds to the debit entry. For example, furniture account debited to cash account. Now, on the credit side, it will be buy furniture account. Write to before the account appears on the debit side on the ledger and buy before the account that appears on the credit side of the ledger. Examples of posting. For example, there are two entries: cash account debited to capital account 10,000, furniture to cash account 4,000. How will you make the entry? In the cash account, on the debit side, there will be to capital account 10,000. In the capital account, on the credit side, it will be buy cash account 10,000. Furniture to cash account. Again, on the credit side, buy furniture account 4,000 and in the furniture to cash account with the amount 4,000. With the help of the ledger, we will make a trial balance because it is very important because we have to make the final account. Trial balance is a statement that consists of all the debit and the credit balances of various accounts in the ledger on a particular date. Trial balance as on 31st January, particular debit and credit. Objective of preparing the trial balance. Trial balance is used for checking the arithmetic accuracy of accounting entries because debit is equal to credit. It forms the basis for preparing financial statements such as trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. It presents the entire ledger in a summarized form. There are two methods of preparing trial balance are total method, under which the total of debit and credit of the account in the ledger are transferred to the debit and the credit side of the trial balance. For example, capital, it will be transferred to the credit side, whereas cash will be transferred to the debit side. Whereas in the case of balance method, the debit and the credit balances of the account in the ledger are transferred to the debit and the credit side of the trial balance. In both the methods, the total should be equal. Cash account debit side, capital account credit side. Purchase again debit. John's, because it will be a credit balance, credit side. Sales, again it is credit balance. Voucher system. Voucher system is defined as a method for verifying, recording and making payment of all items that require the disbursement of cash. The basic activities involved in voucher system are preparing voucher for each item of expenditure, making payment after properly verifying an authorized voucher, developing an efficient system for determining the amount to be paid at the end of each day. There are different types of vouchers: voucher register, unpaid voucher file, check register, paid of voucher file, voucher payable account. What are the advantages? Safeguard the cash disbursement, reduces the bookkeeping work, records all current liabilities, strengthen the internal check system, provide way for planning future cash requirements. Is unsuitable for small business enterprises, requires proper personal and finances phase to provide overall account position of a creditor. It is difficult to maintain in case of partial payment returns. In this chapter, we have learned the role of ledger in recording business transaction, understanding the mean and rules related to posting, understanding the mean and the objective of preparing a trial balance, understanding how to make posting and preparing a trial balance, explain the usage of voucher system. Thank you. In the next chapter, we will learn about final accounts.